Hello everyone, this is Unreal Noob and welcome to the Unreal Engine 4 beginners tutorial. We are making an Infinite Runner game, and in the last lesson we made the coins pickup system that we will later use for purchasing items from store or even upgrading a bit of our skills that we'll be using. So in this tutorial, let us make the other obstacles. Let us make the obstacles. This one was just the coin. And before moving to the obstacles, open up your BP flow. And in the event begin play, we don't want them to spawn as soon as our game starts like this. We don't want that. We want it to spawn only after let's say after our distance has reached 2. So what we'll do is, like, you can delete these two. You can add a delay, and after that um, get you can get call the PC reference, get the player controller, and from the PC ref drag and type get player stats and break the player stats, and from here we want to check if our distance is more than, let's say, 2, and if it is more than true, only then we will be spawning our items, maybe it coins or maybe it be our other stuffs. We only want it to spawn. So now see, if you play it any number of times, it will not spawn. It will only spawn if our distance is more than 2. Now it is, and now see, and now our coins spawn. Yeah. So now if we play the game, as you can see, the coins do not spawn, and as soon as I am above 2, yeah, it should spawn. It spawned after 3 this time around, but it will yeah, it might even like spawn just after 2 as well, because that's what satisfies our condition, just after 2. See, so they will spawn only after our distance is more than 2. And why did we add the delay? Because in begin play, if we are like calling some controller or character, it takes some time to initialize the reference. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not actually. So just for security, I just added this delay. Like, you can try like if it works without it in the 4.62 this time, like it's well and good, and if it does not, just add in a delay after begin play, so that the PC reference or any character references initializes without any issues. Okay, so let us, yeah, before that we would want to add let's say we can add one of the paragons, one of these maybe, yeah. So let's just add one of these. Okay everyone, so once you have the assets, we can continue to make our first obstacle. We will create a blueprint class of type character and call it bp underscore enemy. And in the mesh we can use chimera. I don't know if I spelled that right, but yeah, whatever. I'll just let it compile shaders for a while. Make sure you put -88 on the Z at location and -90 on the rotation. So what we can do is like we'll click on the character mesh, and on component hit we make sure the same way, we make sure it's the character ref. And if it is the character reference, then we want to play montage. We want to play the melee A that's already there, and we also need to open up our player character, and it should be under player, BB player, and we'll make a boolean, call it B is dead, and it would be it would be a boolean. And okay, uh, let's add the animation startup pack to our project as well, because we need some death animations. We'll open the anim starter pack U for mannequin. Under the meshes, we'll open up this mesh. So we click on the over here, make sure it's the upper arm R, you want it to be at 50, and this one upper arm L, you want it to be 50 as well. Then click over here, lower arm R, make sure it's -20, lower arm underscore L, make sure it's -20. Also make sure it's -10, lower arm R -10, and hand L it's 20, hand underscore R is 20. Once that's done, make sure you select your rig to humanoid and modify pose, use current pose, save and close it, save all. You need to do the same thing with the BP player's mannequin as well. Open up the skeleton, do make sure the rig is the humanoid one. Okay, make sure if you can't just click from here, just make sure it's over here. You click from here, upper arm R, make it to 50, lower arm L, -20, -10, and hand R, okay, never mind, upper arm L should be 50, lower arm should be 20 on that side, and 10 over here like this, and hand L should be 20, and make sure the same happens for the hand R, it's 20 over here. This one should look in a T pose, and if it is, go back to your retarget manager. If it's not open, you can go to Windows and retarget manager, and it would open this one up. So make sure it's select humanoid, modify pose to use current pose, and save this one, go out, save all, and open up the anim starter pack again, meshes. You want to select the skeleton, retarget to another skeleton, choose the one we did, And once you do that, you can go to the BP player again, search for the animation, open the animation up, and from here what you can do is make a bit of a change from here. Okay, if it's not valid, uh, unplug this as well, and this as well. So if it is not valid, like promote this to a variable called, it was already called character ref, so yeah, leave it and plug this character ref over here and to over here, and it should be done. It should be the same. From here, get is dead, get is dead, and promote this one to another, to a variable calling it is dead. So plug that in the event graph. Now open your anim graph, also plug in the default slot, and in the state machine from here plug in and create a state, call it the dead state. And the only way you can enter is by clicking on this will be the condition to enter this state, and we'll just plug in the is dead. So if you are dead, only then you can enter this dead state. And over here we'll just plug in the death. We'll plug in the death. We don't want to loop the animation, so just make sure it's not looping. And that is done for us. And also for the enemy, go above, open up the animation for this guy, and once you open up in the animation graph, it is set to slot upper body. Okay, actually, you know what, I'll just plug in the default slot default as well. Yeah, just plug in the slot default, and there we go. You can close all those things up and open up the BP enemy again, and from here set is dead. Set is dead to true, and we want to go to the BP player again, and over here from the event tick, yeah, before event tick we want to create a custom event and call it dead, and we can do a branch. Press B and click the left mouse button to open to call in a branch node and plug that in, and the condition would be is dead. If it is true, we do once and call in our dead function, and in this function we want to set movement mode to none, and yeah, for now let's just keep it that way, and yeah, let's keep it that way. And in the BP enemy, so let's spawn him as well. In the BP flow, let's just call in a function calling spawn enemy, same as the spawn coin one. You can just copy this one out and just paste it over here and just call in our BP enemy, and let's see how that goes. Oh right, go to the BP flow again, and in the event graph now choose a random bull. For now, since we only have two of them, we can do a random bull and either spawn coins or spawn enemies after two. Okay, the rotation is in first. So in the spawn enemy, actually minus 180, my bad. Yeah, minus 180 on the Z. And again, no collisions probably. Okay, okay, let's not do it hit component, let's do it on component begin overlap. Let's see how that goes. Other actor, it is okay, actor reference. Okay, what's this? Mm-hmm. Nothing's happening. Let's see what's happening. Let's print the string from there. No hello. Yeah, generate. Make sure the character mesh has generate overlap events. Set to true. Collision preset overlap all. Which one did I do? Collision. Make sure even our own character has generate overlap collisions on. Compile these. Yeah, there we go. So so let's see what happened. Yeah, do once, and yeah, we don't want to overlap all, we just want to overlap only pawn. How was this pawn? Yeah, right. Now let's play. Yeah, now if you just bump into it, yeah, there you go. Nice. They're going below the flow, so what you need to do is over here spawn enemy, transform, break the vector a bit and make the vector, so in the X in the Y, and for the Z do a bit of, sorry, not plus 50. They have gravity enabled, so they will just fall to the floor. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, in the later videos I'll make sure that I find a better way to spawn these enemies, but for now maybe I'll just keep them as they are. So as you can see, they spawn over there like this, but I don't want to leave it over here. As you can see, they are spawning one after the other in this lane 3 times. So what we can do is, in the player controller itself, maybe we can just do it in the open up the runner folder, and under the player, let's make a new variable, last enemy spawned, and make it integer. So once it spawns, we set with what did I call it? Yeah, wrong place, sorry. You can delete this one and compile, and in the player controller just add in a variable last enemy spawned, sorry, spawned, and make it integer. And in the BP flow, from the PC ref, you can just call last, you can set the last enemy spawn to 0, and every time it's not spawning it, you can get last enemy spawned and increment it, and make another branch over here, and actually in the begin playwright I will just promote this one to variable, call it yeah, it's PC ref by default, so that the code can be a bit cleaner. PC reference, and I'll just call in another PC reference, call it call the get last enemy spawned. If it is greater than equal to 5, only then you can spawn the other one, otherwise go for the other spawnings. So once that is done, you will see that yeah, after it's been 5, it spawns one enemy, and yeah, there you go. After 5 of them, then spawns the other one. So there's a considerable amount of gap between the enemy spawning, so they do not spawn one after the other. You can actually like keep it to 2, I guess, I would presume. So first it has to be, there we have one spawning, and then there we go, we have another over there. And yeah, 2 is enough for me, but if you want to, like, you can have it a bit more, and once you hit them, they just kill you straight off, which is great. Okay guys, that's all for this video, and in the next video I will show you how to make the main menu and the game over screen. So once you are dead, the um, game over screen should come up and show you your score and your distance, and the score system is still increasing, as you see, like so. Let's make sure that we stop that once it's dead. So in the event tick, okay, in the player controller, I guess, yeah, in the player controller, we just yeah let's call in our character ref, get player character, and promote this one to variable, and is dead not. If it is sorry yeah, sorry about that, the sequence should be over here, it over here, it should be over here. So only if the character is not dead, then only just add points. If it he is dead, you should no longer add points. Let's see how it is. So there we go. Once the character is dead, that's where our score stops at 13. It no longer goes up. Okay, right, we also want to convert this one to validate get. Before we do that, well, that is validate, and let's see. Yeah, dismiss this one first. And once you die, your score stops, and you can no longer move left, right. Actually, you can. So that is something we need to do. Okay, so once the player is dead, we want to detach from controller pending destroy. So let's see how that works. And there you go, we are dead, and I don't think we can move. Yeah, I don't think we can. Still, let's try it over here so we can just get out of this mode and check for ourselves. If we move to some other plane while swiping, and we are dead, let's swipe as hard as we can to the right, press F8, and no, we cannot, we are just lying dead over there. See, and also we did not notice we are not destroying these coins or the enemies that we will be spawning. So what should we do about that? Let's go to spawn coins. And let's call in the begin play. And this is not the best solution at this moment, but delaying after a delay of 25 seconds, let's see what's the lifespan. Yeah, let's set the lifespan to 15. So in total 40 seconds they should be destroyed. So let's see how that's working out. see. Oh right, we cannot get out of the play mode from the window mode. We have to do it in the viewport. Nine, 14. Let's see. We are dead. I'm pretty much sure. Yeah, there we go. There we go. They're destroying. Yup, they're destroying. Very nice. Very nice. The coins are being destroyed. So let's just make 1 second. After 25 seconds, it should be enough. Let's do the same thing with the enemy as well. Remove these two and make a delay of 25 seconds and set lifespan of 1 second. So after 26 seconds they should destroy, so which should be enough for us. And that's all there is for today's tutorial, guys. And if you learned something from this and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. And I will see you guys in the next one.